We're doing GMT, MBT. We're on turn 8. I think we're actually on turn 7, but either way. And we're doing scenario 2, except I took out the anti-tank guided missiles because I felt it would make it unnecessarily complicated. Link in the description to the rule set that I'm using. I highlighted the rules that I'm using in the table of contents. So first things first, we're going to, I was just curious what that is. Interesting. Okay, so first things first, it's going to be the spotting phase. Those 2 units are not spotted. He is spotted and he's marked spotted. Those 3 are spotted. They're spotted. This unit is in fact by them. No, that unit over there is not spotted. These vehicles, they are spotted. They are not spotted. And of course, they're spotted. And these units are spotted. All right. So next we do the command phase. NATO has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So NATO has 12 units in play, which gives them how many points? NATO has 12 units in play, and that will give them, must be on chart B. Yes, it is. So NATO has 12 units in play. That gives them 7 commands. And Russia has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Russia has 10. So they're going to have 6 commands, I believe. So Russia has 6, NATO has 7. So the command phase. So these units right here are going to have a move command. Commands. So there we go. I want the snap to hex. I want the no snap. So that's 1 out of 7. This unit I want to give a fire command to. That's 2 out of 7. This unit's going to have a move command. So I now have 4 more commands left. Do I have anybody here? Nope. Okay. So 4 more commands left. And the city fight over here. Let's get down to that and zoom in on that. Okay, oops, right here. Okay. So these units cannot have a move command because I have them in FC full cover, but I can do a fire. They can do a fire command, so I'm going to give them a fire command. And I'm also going to give a fire command to the vehicle too. No, the vehicle's KO'd. So I only have 6 commands. Okay, well. All right, so they're going to have a fire command. The units in this hex, I'm going to have a Overwatch command. So I want to make sure I'm not giving the Americans too many commands. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this stack I only have one vehicle. 5 will be a fire command, and this right here, a lot of units over here. I'm just going to give them a fire command. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. 7. I can have these units over here share a fire command. All right, Soviets. They have their 6 commands. 1, 2, oops, oh, going all over the place here. 2, these 3 units will have a fire. Should I give them the fire command? Yes. 3. Now it gets interesting. I'm going to give them a command. 4. They're going to get a move command. 5. This unit's going to get a fire command. 6. And I'm just going to have these 2 units share the fire command. All right, so that's the command phase. We're going to roll for initiative. I'm going to roll NATO first. NATO gets a 97, and Soviets get a 29. All right. So that means that the Americans fire first. And this one unit has a fire command, and he's going to fire against this vehicle right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Short range, -1 cover. Short range, -1 cover. Chart A needs 63 to hit. And gets a 1. Okay, so that's 10. So that's just a track hit. All right. Because 10, because the target location is 0, so it's a track hit. I just have to check to see if the crew bails, and that's too high. All right, crew won't bail. This bail chart is right here. Right here. And knocked out, brewed up, damage or track hit, crew 30. No. All right, so I can mark that with a fire marker. And its turn is over. Spot fire. Okay, next we have these units. So let's zoom in on this. Things get interesting. In the city, or the town. All right, so first of all, we get these units. So the infantry units, what are their target going to be? And the question is, what special weapons do they have? Let's take a look at their 1 MA. So they have a light anti-tank weapon. So they obviously they're going to try take a shot at that, at the BTR. Now, they have a light anti-tank weapon. American leg units. Group serve weapons. Okay. Okay, so armor piercing. So range of 1, penetration of 61. So how do we do it? And A is a, what is A? Oh, ammo. Okay, ammo. So the first number has to be 8 or less, otherwise they're suffering from ammo penalties. And its factor is 61. All right, so now we check the modifiers. Let's go up. So it's going to be point blank range, 90 to hit. There's no target size modifier. Target is a moving. The target, what kind of cover, is in alleys. I think that's light cover. Let's see. Yep, light cover, so it's -1. What does that 7 say? Vehicle, close assault support. Okay, so we're not doing close assault. This is just a regular shot. So it's going to be -1. And sure damage, hesitating, no. Suppressed, is it sure suppressed? No. Broken or on fire? No. Overwatch? No. Ammo limit? No. Defensive fire? No. Dual fire? Target acquisition was no. Okay, so that's going to be a 70 to hit. It's going to be a 63 to, oh, what range is that? Point blank? All right. Point blank, it's going to be an 81 to hit. Roll. We get 47. All right, so that's a hit. Now we have to see where it hits. It's facing the front, facing. BTR. It's wheeled. BDRM 70. All right, and it's front facing. And what did we roll? We rolled a 4. Oh, yeah, that's right. Front facing. Normally, I would roll. So I'm gonna roll 1 dice just to check. Normally, you'd roll to see if there's an ammo shortage, but I'm gonna roll right now. Okay, so that's a 1. So there's no ammo shortage. And that obviously is going to penetrate the front armor. So if you look at it right here, right, point blank range 61, so it's going to penetrate. It's going to be 7, so it knocked out the vehicle. So that's knocked out.
Why did you take up all the puppy pills?
They're going to fire at the Soviet troops in the woods, I mean in the buildings right next to them. So that's going to be, that's GP, point blank range 2, and the fire effect is going to be 3. So it's going to be 3. So now let's check the chart. And the defense is going to be in wooden building is what type of cover? Wooden building is what cover? It's light cover. 1-7. Plus assault support. So let's go to Soviet leg units. And under light cover 4. So I believe I said the attack is 3, the defense is 4. Let's see if there's any modifiers. Attack is 3 and the defense is 4. Here, targets on a vehicle, targets not crawling, short halt situation, limit, defensive fire, air burst, coaxial machine gun. Is it a coax? It is, I believe it is a coax. No, I don't think it is. So let's take a look. So GP, small arms, must be open to fire. Heavy machine gun also represents M55, so it's not closed, it's not buttoned up. And rate of fire, rapid R. So we're gonna have to watch that rate of fire. All right. So the attack is 3, the defense is 4. We're gonna roll 56 and 83. What do we roll? We rolled a 37. So 3 to 4, 37, and that will be less than, so that will be no effect, I believe. 56 or below is no effect. 56 to 83 is suppressed. And above 83 is destruction. All right, so that'll be no effect. Now, that also has a rapid rate of fire. So let's look at the rate of fire roll. 6, 3, 2, 1. Rate of fire. What's this for a second? So multiple hits aren't a consideration for GP fire. So I believe that's it. What was that modifier that we had? All right. Coax versus P or S. All right. So let's check that, see if it's a coaxial machine gun. Track hits AP. I'm looking at GP. GP fire determination. GP fire modifiers. Results, pressed results. Airburst weapon sight, unit grade. HD traction, dual fire, pinning, overrun, defense transmitting. Ammo limit, overwatch, smoke, barrage. Shooter broken, shooter hesitating damage, short haul, telechrome. Alright, I don't say anything about coax, so I'm gonna say it's no effect. Alright, so I can mark that. See if I can reach the vehicle. Spot fire. And see if I can get the top one. Yeah, okay. So that's their fire phase. Now we have these over here. All right. And we have one M113 with the track out. Does it even have a target? Even if it does have a target, we'll have a chance of hitting anything. I don't think it will. I mean, he has a slight chance of getting a track hit against this vehicle, maybe against these vehicles right here. All right, so he's going to fire at one of those. So it's a 113. It's going to use kinetic energy of the heavy machine gun. The range is going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. The range is 4, so it's going to be short. Penetration factor of 4. So my only hope is that it gets a track hit. I'm going to roll, unless it's a, okay, so that's a miss. Now we have these vehicles right here. And these are all M60s. All right, so let's get rid of that. How many do I have? I have 3 M60s. All right. So 2 against the first one and 1 against the second one. So I believe the range is going to be short range. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's short range. Any modifiers? Any brew up smoke in that hex? No. Good. No brew up smoke in the target hex. So it's going to be a point blank range. Straight up. Okay. So let's go back to the M60. Penetration factor of 110. There are no modifiers. Target moving, targeting cover, short halt, shooter damage suppressed, smoke, ammo. Okay, so they're going to need a 90 to hit against the first vehicle. Whew, just missed. 91's a miss. 91's a miss. And the second vehicle, 93. 3 straight misses. Wow. That's something. All right. So that's going to be it for the fire phase for the American units. And all those were marked. All those fired. Now, over here, I got 3 vehicles. I fire against these, or I can fire against these. Or I'm going to move over to the left and fire to the left, right here. Okay. So them against them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be short range, no modifiers. Near 90 and it hits. Turret front. Is there any damage? Let's check turret front. Okay, what's the 2? Well, 2 would be damaged, so that's going to be turret. It's going to have a damaged turret. So let's put damaged. And that is not hull damage, so we want to change it to a turret damage. So that's going to make it less effective. Now this vehicle right here. I can't fire against that same one because I didn't call it. So these 2 vehicles are going to fire against one of these M60A3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be a short range. I don't believe there are any modifiers to that. Short range, no modifiers. Great. 2 shots, same vehicle. 83 is a short range, no modifiers. That's a miss. And 16, that's a hit, turret front. And that'll be a knockout. Assuming, of course, I penetrate the armor. So turret front on an M60. Turret front on an M60. Oh yeah, that's a hit. So that's going to be a 6 will be a knockout. So those 2 tanks are going to fire against the remaining undamaged. And they're going to be short range, no modifier. Point blank range, no modifier. That's a hit. 31, and that's a hit. 62. So 31 is a turret front, but will have no effect. And the 62 will be, where does it hit? Front 6, hull front, so it's a hull damage. So it's a hull damage, and I have to check twice. That's the vehicle. Hull damage. Now I gotta check to see if twice if they bail out. Nope. Nope. And we have one more shot. It's gonna fire against the one that has a bad track. Delete this. It's okay. So it's going to fire on I don't know if it even has a target. I don't think it has. Well, it's going to fire against that infantry unit right there. And it's going to fire general explosives, GP. So let's go over here. Go to Soviets. That's going to fire GP. Now that 8. That 8 means it has a coaxial machine gun. So range 7. So it's going to be point blank range, and it's going to be 8. Point blank range 8. Now defensively, excuse me, sorry about that. Point blank range 8. I apologize for the cough. So there's no brew up smoke, but there is 2 brew up smokes in the hex that it's firing from. And the defense, that's a leg unit. What type of leg unit? I think it makes a difference. American leg units. Squads. No cover. So it's going to be 2. Is it under full cover? They put them under full cover. I think I did. It's not being moving. So let's right here. I did put them under full cover. I know I did. There's no reason not to. So that's going to be 2, and then it's going to be +2, so that's 4. So it's going to be 8 to 4. 8 to 4. Okay. Let's see if there's any other modifiers. Target vehicle. It's just moving. Leg crawling. Track short halt. Brew up smoke. So that's going to be -20 because there's 2 cases of brew up smoke. Let's see. I believe that's it. Coaxial machine gun. I get the bonus for that. So it's +10. The dice roll. And where's the brew up smoke? +10, -10. So it's going to be -10. That's going to be 8 to 4. GP 8 and 4. 8 against 4. 18. So I believe that's no effect. So that unit fired against that infantry unit, and it had no effect. Okay. So remove that fire marker. Starting to get a flow here, playing the game. so right here, so we have these guys. Them, and I don't think these guys have a target. No, because that's buildings, but these guys definitely have a target. And what are they going to fire? All right. So let's see what they have. So they have an RPG 22. Now they can fire both the RPG 22 and their inherent firepower. But I don't know if they can, and it counts as dual fire. And if I dual fire this, there is a penalty to the RPG. So I'm not going to dual fire. I'm just going to do the RPG 22 against that M113. Soviets. Let's go with leg units and cruiser weapons. RPG 22. 1 penetration 80. What is that? AP6. What is that? A. And then you have AP6. I believe that 6 might be a depletion number, but then what is that? A. All right. I have to find out. I'm going to look it up. So that there is unlimited, so that right there is the low ammo modifier. So I'm going to roll a dice, making sure we have. Okay, so they have the ammo. And I think that's 6. I think that's if you're using that against a GP target, maybe. But anyway, so 180. All right, point blank range. So let's see what we got here. The target's in light cover. The point blank range, light cover -1. Any other modifiers? Don't believe so. Shooter suppressed, broken, barrage, overwatch, ammo limit, defensive fire, no. Dual fire. No dual fire modifier because I'm not firing both. Okay. Shooter grade and weapon sight. Alright. So I'm looking at a point blank range. I'm looking at 81. And let's see what we get. 82. All right, I just have to make sure, yeah, because the target's light cover, so that's going to be the only modifier. So 82, so he missed with that against that vehicle. Wow. And that's it for their fire. And this unit over here doesn't have fire, so I think that's it. What is that marker? That's a fire marker. I can remove that. All right, so that's it for the fire phase for everybody. Now the movement phase. Soviets move first. Who has movement command? This unit, I believe, is the only Soviet that has a movement command. And you can go forward 1, 2, and then be subject to that overwatch attack. Or move over here, turn, move, and stop. Okay, what about these? They can't move. Okay, so now for the American movement phase. These units want to get in the action over here. How do they get there? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's. Oh, I can't use the road movement rate, so I just have a rate of 5. I want to get there as quickly as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. We can remove that. What was that? Oh, that's just the. Oops. It's just the victory point indicator. There we go. Okay. There. And right there. All right. 1, 2. So they're going to do row movement right and come back behind. Damaged turret. Won't make much of a difference, but already fired anyway, so I can't move. I thought I had another movement command down here. Yes, I do. Right here, this guy. All right. Let's move him 5. Delete. 1, 2, 3, 4. And rotate to the left, and I'm going to stop. And I think that's it for movement. Okay. Yep, that's it for movement. Now I'm going to remove all the commands. Should remove that Overwatch command. Okay. Now all I have to do is determine who has... Okay, so I'm putting this unit under full cover. This unit is not going to be under full cover. We'll remove full cover from this unit. And there's going to be no full cover over here. Basically, you're going to have a lot of units moving around next turn. KO, all damage, and a track. All right. I'd like to put that infantry unit on top. Otherwise, it might look like it's actually in one of the vehicles, and it's not. This is extra full cover marker, which I can delete. I believe that's it for this turn. All right, well, that's it for this turn. Thank you very much. The turn's moving. Things are moving quicker now. We're going to finish off this game, and pretty soon the next game I'm going to use just, it's going to be scenario 1 with full rules. So, learning phase is coming to a close, at least as far as this is concerned. Going to be scenario 1, just tanks but full rules, reactive armor, different types of ammo, bog, maybe not bog, but all right. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye bye.